Hey, welcome back to the kitchen, giving you a kitchen update. It's springtime, so we're working on a lot of different projects. So I'm going to take you through a few of them with the theme of preservation, of course, keeping it for later, and creativity. You know, being able to mess with some different ingredients in ways that you may not have thought. So let's start. We've got some ferments going. I've got some Korean long green peppers. I've never fermented with these before, so I'm really excited to test them out. The heat is up there. They're like bird's eye level heat, probably about 10,000 Scoville. And I'm going to mellow it out, or sorry, not mellow it out, but pair it with some habaneros and tomatillos. It's mulberry season. Mulberry season is very short. It got really hot here really fast, so they came in super strong. I'm going to do some fruit leathers with these. I'm going to preserve some in simple syrup. I'm really excited about mulberries. They are absolutely delicious. And this is a Pakistani variety versus like the weeping mulberry that you may know that have like the little tiny mulberries. There was a bag of chips left over from a party. I ground it down and baked it so I could use that as kind of like a cornmeal breading. I've got, this is fun. These are leek tops. Love leeks. They're coming up right now. We got a ton of them. And I feel like the tops are often wasted. You could use them in stocks. You could use them to clarify different soups and things like that. But I decided to dry them out. I set them on fire and create leek ash. And you could use this to cure salmon. You can use it in soups. There's a lot of different ways. You can add it in like breading coating. It's a really cool way to kind of accent whatever you're putting on. Black is not a common food color, or that a color that we associate with good food anyway. So I've got some breadcrumbs, same thing as here. There was some lavash left over, so I took it down to breadcrumbs. I've got onion powder, which is made from dry onion husks, like save your onion skins and those little pieces of leftover onion. Coconut flour, I get this from when I do coconut milk. This is the leftover matter. And I, again, dry it out, grind it up, and I can use this to like bread chicken and fry it. I use this actually in my seeded chicken for Lynette. Somebody gave me a bunch of quail eggs, so I hard boiled them. They're the cutest damn things you've ever seen. Jujubes. If you guys like jujubes, I figured out a couple different ways to preserve them, kind of like dates. You just let them air dry for about 30 days. Keep them in a nice cool place, maybe put a fan on them so no bugs sit on them. But this is absolutely delicious, and especially when they're warm, it tastes like caramel. Insane. The second way is in simple syrup. You can see the difference between these two, obviously the color. But jujubes ripen really fast, so putting them in simple syrup will stop that ripening process. I put it in the fridge, and we have little crunchy jujubes for a couple months. Beef. I did a beef confit last week, and I always save my beef fat because it's a really good preservative. As long as the fat level is above the beef, it acts as a preservative barrier, and then you could just salt the top of it. Nothing is growing on that, I promise. This is a very old school method of preserving meats. I do this with chicken. You could do it with stocks where you clarify your stock, or you can put a little bit layer of fat on the top with a little salt, and it can sit in the fridge for a month because no oxygen is getting to that soup part, which is pretty cool. We clarified some stock. This is how I like to freeze mine. We have these cool little molds. These are silicone molds. The ones that made these are actually in the dishwasher now, but you get the idea. So you could freeze them in however big a portion you like. You could do 4 ounce, and you could use that portion just to do a sauce, or you want to make an actual soup, you could pull out a couple of these big squares. Pretty cool. I like to clarify a lot of my stocks, and clarify means basically taking out all the impurities, and you can see kind of how clear that is. The way to do that is egg whites, chopped up herbs, chopped up very fine. I'll do a video on it. I'll show you guys how to do it. It's not terribly difficult. Just takes a little bit of time. And then last but not least, oh shit, I think that was the last least thing. So you guys This is a lot of stuff. Hopefully you guys are busy in your kitchen, working away, preserving, figuring out different ways to save your food. And come back and see me in a week or so, and we'll have another update. Cool? See you soon.